eye contact. So that becomes a challenge, especially in this type of situation. We want to be careful with eye contact because eye contact, as you see I have here, is maybe 3 to 6 seconds. We don't want eye contact to be 10 seconds or just staring at somebody the whole time and never looking away. And you often can tell somebody who is really focusing on their eye contact because they just keep staring and the listener is like, please stop looking at me, right? It's not normal, right? It's staring. That we don't want staring. So what should we be doing? If we have a thought, we can look at one person. And then another thought, we start talking to somebody else. And then something else I say, I may look at that person. But if I'm trying my best, even if I'm doing a reading and I want to look at everybody, and I'm doing this, I'm never connecting with anybody. And that's not eye contact. That's just darting your eyes around the room. So make sure that you are making that connection. Now when you're reading, it's more difficult to be looking, and when you have people in all different directions, that's going to make eye contact difficult too. One of the things I like to think about, if you're reading, if you can, know what you might read, and then if you can, look up. But you don't want to be reading the whole time like this. So see if you maybe could, if you're familiar with the text, somewhat familiar, maybe know that line so you can look up. And then maybe another time, you might look up a different way and just try to connect with different parts of the room. I know here the challenge is if you then want to connect here, you may lose the mic. So you have to be careful about that. I don't know that I have an answer for that. And again, sometimes you need to be glancing down and reading, but certainly don't have your head down, have your head up so it doesn't necessarily look like you're looking down. But one thing as the gold standard is whenever you're talking, your head should be up looking at people. And so if you need to look down, that's okay, but try not to talk when you're looking down. Okay, so the goal is, okay, I need to glance at my sentence, okay, and then I look up. You'll just connect a lot more if you're not necessarily making eye contact with each person, but looking up when you're reading as opposed to, okay, now I'm reading this section and my head's down the whole time. But as Monsignor said, it's familiarity. You can't just see something for the first time and be able to do that. So it's review it so you're comfortable and you're comfortable with how the words sound.